My turn. Here, just keep us going straight. I put it in cruise control.
I feel just like Vin Diesel. It's all about family, Tom.
He's not really driving. That's Ben Schwartz as Sonic and James Marsden as his human guardian, Tom. In 2020's Sonic the Hedgehog. Now the duo is back. Why? Because they got to save the Earth. We want that in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So in this clip, Tom, Sonic, and his pals, they're trying to break into a lab to try and stop the evil Dr. Robotnik and his grandfather.
All right, hang tight, guys. Maddie's about to insert the drive.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
It didn't work.
Did you put it in the right way?
Try punching it.
Do not try punching it.
Oh, take it out and blow on it.
Yes. Come on, Tom. There's absolutely no scientific evidence to support. Never mind, it worked.
Little trick from the 90s.
I mean, best decade ever, right?
It really
It
is.
works every time. Hey, Tika. The movie's distributed by Paramount Pictures, we're happy to say. That's part of our parent company, Paramount Global. Ben Schwartz and James Marsden join us first on CBS Mornings.
That's right. And Gayle, we still have Sonic and Shadow, by the way, in their great
Yes,
role.
yes,
It doesn't
yes.
look like they like each other. Whoa! Shadow's always so angry.
Oh, man, Shadow.
Shadow has been through a lot, though.
Come on.
Them hanging out on the couch is so funny. Hanging out on the couch.
Guys, is my outfit too much, or does it seem like I'm trying too hard to impress you?
Are you kidding?
Perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
All right.
Match the sweater. It's
Thank you.
perfect.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Ben, I want to start with you because, listen, you're the original voice back in the day. So when you first got the part, did you say, God, I hope I get this part because I know it's going to be a franchise and I want to be part of it. Put me in, coach.
Oh my goodness! It was. I played the video games in 1991. We're roughly the same age. You've had a storied career. I've not played as much football, but I played the games in 1991. I loved Sonic the Hedgehog. I loved video games. So the idea that I could be the voice of like one of the most famous video game characters is one of the most exciting things that's happened in my career.
Were you their first choice?
That's a great question. Let's bring in Sonic. I think I was there for the very first test when we were trying to sell the movie to a studio. So before we even had a studio, we did a 5-minute short of it, and I was the voice for that. And then I think they probably went to very famous people, but they kept coming back to the test because of the comedy in it and the improv in it. And in the end, they gave me the role, so I get to be Sonic.
So, James, you play Sonic's human guardian.
Yes.
I guess there was no discussion of putting that beautiful face inside of a helmet.
Well, I actually, they went to me for Sonic for the voice.
Oh, wow.
I'm busy, I can't.
Yeah.
Wow. Ben's gonna be better for it. I'd rather do live action.
Show the money
In
maker.
the eyes, yeah. So, what is it like acting in a live aaction capacity? So, you're next to a character in a costume.
I mean, it's not like acting like this, like sitting here and seeing somebody.
This chemistry is unbelievable.
It's off the charts. But the first film was when I had to look at Sonic, it was a tennis ball or a piece of tape.
Yeah.
Someone, holding a stick.
Wow.
And how do you act against that? That's what I wonder how you
Well,
do
and then someone
that.
else is reading his dialogue over here, but you can't look at it.
So you can react
it's like,
to
it's a
them.
very technical process. But now, I mean, with the success of the first 2 movies, obviously our budget increases, so now we have these really beautiful puppets, like life-size puppets, and these brilliant puppeteers to give us something to look at that's not, that's something to
But
look
Ben,
for.
how did you decide? I love your voice in this
I love
franchise.
you. This is great. I feel like we're all gonna be friends, right?
This is a compliment tour.
100%.
This is a compliment.
Yeah, the compliment tour.
Okay.
We do that very well, and we mean it too. But how did you decide on the voice you were going to do for Sonic? How did you decide?
Great question.
Great question.
Crazy. This is your first.
She's
day
really
doing
good at
this.
her
It's
job.
unbelievable.
Listen, these guys.
The way that I thought about it is when I read the script, when I played the video games, he's very fast. And in the script, to me, he was a very excited kid. He was a very excited kid who was very lonely, and all he wanted was a connection and find someone who he finds in James's character, Tom. So I played him as a really excited guy. In the video game, all you really have to go off of is that he's very fast and he has a little bit of attitude. When you make him wait, he like stomps his foot or he goes like this. So I wanted to bring the comedy and the improv into that, and then I wanted him to be like a very loving and wonderful kid, excited kid character.
So how do you decide when to improv? Is it just spur of the moment? Do you get a nod from the director?
It's what we do is we have incredible writers. We have Pat, Josh, and John for this one, and we do the script as is, and then for every line, I'm allowed to go off and do what I want. And then Jeff Fowler, who's the genius of all geniuses, makes the best movie out of all the different versions. So it's like, you went too far, this is not good, or this is great. And
so a little validation when you see your improv.
every now and then, but the writers are so good. We got to give love to the writers.
Of course.
The writers are so good. But yes, I've gotten very lucky. All the movies have a little bit of me and that alt comedy vibe in there.
The gist is always, though, James, what the family feels about your work.
Yes.
We all feel that, because you never want to disappoint your kids.
No, you don't.
always want them to think, yeah,
You'd be
my
held to
dad is
pay.
cool. Yeah.
Held to pay if you disappoint them. No, my kids have always been sort of wonderfully underwhelmed with what I do, but they're very proud. They're very proud. And a movie like this, we went to the LA premiere the other day and brought the whole brood, and they loved it. I do think this is, I mean, it's a kid's movie, but this, when you promote things, it's like, this is a 4-quadrant movie. It's for everybody. This really is. Like, the kids, my 12-year-old loved it. He brought all his pals. But my older kids loved it as well. I think the parents will love it. There's something for everybody in this. And so 2 thumbs up from
But there are lessons in the movie, too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I love that you brought that up because, when you strip away all of the fantasticness of it, there are some lessons.
Yes.
Shadow is a reflection of his lived experiences.
Right.
Sonic
Even bad guys can have redemption.
Yes,
Look at this.
Yes.
Sonic is compelled to be the hero, even at the expense of his other pals.
Right.
Dr. Robotnik, he is a sweetheart deep down in there somewhere. So there are some lessons to take away other than just being a great movie. Did you guys walk away thinking, like, this is something a little bit bigger than what I originally thought it was?
I think so. I also think we're growing with our audience. Like, we've had 3 of these now. Sonic is kind of growing a little bit. He's maturing. There's some darker themes in this one.
Yeah.
Shadow has a very
too dark.
but not too dark.
Not too dark.
Not too dark, guys. Not too dark.
Kids, you'll enjoy it.
Like, everybody's gonna join it. But it's like the idea of we're growing a little bit. Sonic is always gonna be funny. James is always gonna be amazing. So it's like we have our themes and our characters there, but we get to like keep exploring it. 3 movies mean we keep getting deeper and deeper in all these characters.
Deeper and deeper. And there'll be a 4th, right? I mean, on the subject of always.
Did you just announce a 4th
Yes.
live?
There will be a 4th.
I'll just say this.
Tim
Stick
Schwartz.
around after the credits.
With the
James
power,
Schwartz,
with the power
James
invested
Marsden,
in me.
Are you?
There will be a 4th. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is in theaters on Friday.
prediction.